Hi all, welcome to Team of the Week 33. We'd imagine this is still going to happen despite Team of the Season out in full flow. There's not much left game-wise anyway, so this could be maybe the last one that they do, so be prepared nonetheless. And content-wise, I wouldn't overly expect much from them. If you own a few of these cards, then you maybe, or if you're after like best possible for your individual teams, then you might get a little bit excited, but smash like folks very much appreciate. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G's Legend, all links down below for posting the channel and social media links as always. Pickford is the starting goalie, 5 saves, clean sheet, pretty academic. We're going the 3 goalies route this week. If I'm honest, you could even have 4. Like 4 goalies have stood out this week, and well, you could even put it to 5. But if Courtois does not feature because, if I'm honest, a Real Madrid player should happen. Courtois or Rodrigo, it's just a case of where they go really, because they've got to juice up the team of the week somewhere, and it's going to be fun and games, let's put it that way. Defenders, it's maybe heavy on this week, but Gertrude or 2 goals for featured team of the week. It's because of Eredivisie being one of the team seasons. It's just a way to just kind of juice it up a little bit. Yes, he is a right back, but not as good as Mazrui, but for Feyenoord fans, they'll be more than delighted to see a card make the cut, especially at right back. Bonucci 2 goals should be academic, and Niakat should be pretty sound for 1 goal as well. Mine should get an inform anyway for beating Bayern. It's just a case of who gets in. Then midfield, Milinkovic-Savic, 1 goal and a 7 on Gazeta. We're kind of not necessarily clutching with straws, we're just trying to juice up the team of the week where possible, and he just kind of gets the nod as it were. Mertens 2 goals and a 7 on Gazeta, taking the 2nd spot, and then it's up in the air depending who gets kind of like the 3rd main spot. It could be Klaassen, could be Major, could be Oof. That kind of just tells you all you need to know about the lack of high rated players this week. In saying that, Kulusevski could even fit in one of these spots, depending if you want, you kind of take one of them out and put someone in their place. Forwards, I wish it could be excitable. I will say Twine, even though he's in the bench for 4 goals, he could possibly not happen simply because of the EFL team of the season, unless he does happen, and then suddenly once his TOTS is in packs. But 4 goals is very hard to ignore. We have seen it happen before, I think once or twice in the old days, but it's hard to kind of not feature him. But basically, Ings, Alvarez, Belotti should be your main 3 forwards this week. That kind of tells you all you need to know. Rodrigo could happen for 2 goals, as we said. Kulusevski for 2 assists. Schumann's Son I don't think will happen for the Premier League team this season. EA's just, I think EA will either weaken the team of the week because of everything going on, but also at the same time just relying on all the upcoming team of the seasons. It's like some cards are pointless, some won't overly mind, and so forth. But yeah, you take what you get. Subs and reserves, without Bezos 7 saves and a clean sheet, Oderos 4 saves, penalty save in the 96th minute and an 8 on Gazeta. Silvestri made 8 saves and a clean sheet and an 8 on Gazeta in the midweek game for Udinese. So that's where the 2 Serie A goalies both have a strong shout. So I wouldn't be surprised if either or feature. Aki for a goal and a clean sheet and a 7 on Sky. Man City should get themselves in a winning form. This is the perfect time to just give him one. Pedro Santos a goal and a clean sheet. He played left back in the game for the MLS, which for Columbus Crew, so could be an interesting position change, I suppose. And before he's the featured team of the week, could you imagine that going from 75 to like 84? That would certainly be an interesting swings and roundabouts, I suppose. Gedson Fernandez 2 goals 1 assist, and as we said, Klaassen for 2 goals 1 assist. Major 2 goals, Oof 1 goal. Is Oof going to happen, or is he going to get April's player of the month? Because the guy's been in some form. It's almost where you'd say give him an inform, put him to an 80, or they might do Oof featured team of the week, put him to an 84, give him player of the month, that's him an 87. That'd be like some quick upgrade. Could happen, it wouldn't be the first time a player just suddenly had a nice spike of ratings. I think it was not necessarily Lucas, but it's like players like Pookie, for example, suddenly get a nice wee spike out of the blue, which makes all the difference. Then, as I said, Twine makes the bench. Berisha, second form for him, just makes him even that wee bit more usable despite the league that he's in, but take what you get. Surridge a hat-trick, Lee 2 goals, Alm a hat-trick and 1 assist. If Alm wasn't to happen, it could be Jordan Larsson for 1 goal 1 assist, but come on, 4 goal contributions and a 6-0 win, yeah, it's hard to ignore. Vrioni hat-trick in the Austrian league. This one will throw a few predictors, because it was a midweek game. They won't, if the true predictors that do homework, if they're still doing it at this stage of the year, will have that. Those that don't will completely ignore it. But yeah, and Silver Stars should be an Eredivisie player by default, simply because of usually when they do Silver Stars, like last year for example, when it was Saudi or whatever small league it was that got the Silver Star treatment. I'm saying Dessers at the moment. I have Danny DeVitt as well as a option. It just depends how EA want to go about it. Like, the reason Dessers could happen is because he's had such a season in Europe that they might say, oh, let's give him a really juiced up Silver Stars card, so that way it's not feeling like the player's missing out really. And he's also the type of player that would have a bit of fun with it on social media if it was to happen. As I say, in terms of top possibles, you've got Caprari for 1 goal 1 assist on Gazzetta, Bongonda for 2 goals, same applies with Rodrigo. Courtois 6 saves and a clean sheet. Real Madrid won the league, so Rodrigo, Courtois, 1's definitely viable. As I said, Rodrigo I even pondered for featured team of the week, but because Borja Mayoral is in, it's hard, and Courtois is likely in for La Liga. Silvestri 8 saves, clean sheet and 8 on Gazzetta. Larsson 1 goal 1 assist, same Kulu 2 assists, and Tarju for 2 goals. Let me know folks in the comments who you will get in, and I'll catch you